points in the game.
Welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. He's going for it all. Grabs it inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Pauly. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Oh, he's got some space. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man. And they lost the pitch man, and you can tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Carr. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, churn up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Finds his man, it's Jordan. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Breaks the tackle. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games.
Breaks into the open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And, man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Throws to the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole play's going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Dead center perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They'll run it to the right side. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Creates a little room.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lane. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Lions. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Sanders.
They're throwing the swing pass to the back, just trying to get him the ball in space to see if he can make people miss. That time, though, the defense, nice job with the tackle.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Lane. Turning it on! And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Off play action on 1st down. With the catch, it's Lemon. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Throws to the wideout. Snags it.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Back to throw. It's Mayava. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch on the left. Off and running.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Sends it back in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. There he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. The throw. Makes the grab. It's Lemon.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Working the middle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Mayava. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Pauling. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Wide open spaces. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops follow and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mayava. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. The quick out. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Steps away. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure to his right. He makes the catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Under fire. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Mayava. He wants it all. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Pauly. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Love. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
Probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Dropping back, it's Carr. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Now the toss. Breaks into the open. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
Got a man. It's Lemon. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And when you're trailing by a couple possessions in the fourth quarter, you can't do much of this, much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, deep down the field. It can't be the little dink and dunk. This offense has got to find some explosive plays.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They want that clock to run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And Turner coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Notre Dame.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Look out on the right. The 10. And he's taking it back, and just like that, this game has turned around with a defensive touchdown.
You thought it was over? It's back, baby. Defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Pauly. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally and handing it off.
Jeez.
This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them.
After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the Jewel Shillelagh. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.